I'm here to speak today about the mode that everybody hates. As you guys see on the thumbnail, as you guys see on the title, the mode is My Faction. A lot of people dislike this mode. Some people like it. I've been one of My Faction's advocates this year, along with a little bit of criticism on the side, but I think I've been just positive about the mode. But you got to call a spade, and I think that right now the mode is just very disengaging. It's not getting many people in, and I think that they are more worried about the whales than anything else. And I think that CM Punk situation proved it. That CM Punk situation, it felt like it was a mission to get him. I didn't get my hands on him. I know some people did. Me personally, it's whatever. It's fine. Scott Steiner was another one as well who was tough to get. All the Persona cards that people actually wanted to get, they were all tough to get, and I get it. From a business perspective, I completely understand, you know, where people are coming from, you know, with stuff like that. You got this whole thing with the elite, you know, I find that all pretty cool. It's all nice. You know what I'm saying? Can't hate on it. When you go into live events, this was a big thing this year where, you know, you had to have certain cards to get other cards. And I felt like, I get it, but, you know, that's just a little bit of a problem. Earlier this year, you had to have Sami Zayn to be able to get the tracksuit Roman Reigns, which, again, it is what it is. I get it. But the price of these cards are almost getting just ridiculous at this point, man. If we go over to the card market and we talk about, you know, what's going on, it's just insane. 260,000 My Faction points, 234,000 VC. Let's just go on ahead and check how much 234,000 VC is, just to go on ahead and check. That is over $50. $50 for a card. I think these prices need to be reworked to actually get people to take the mode serious. This is just wild. You know what I'm saying? I personally would never spend 234,000 My Faction points or VC to, you know, get a card in this game, especially when the price is this. Like, that is insane. 187,500 VC pack, 400,000 VC pack. And even if you were to buy the $50 one, you still wouldn't have enough. You would have to at least get the $20 one to have enough. So we're talking about $70 for a virtual card, and I think that that's where some of the problems lie at. We understand NBA 2K, Madden, that all has a Ultimate Team mode, but you know, it's not the same with wrestling, man. I feel like they got to approach this differently because this is a wrestling game. This is not just another sports game. I feel like there's just many different things that they can do it with, but this right here, not a fan. People have said before in my comment section, they've said if they made the cards more attainable, I think that I would play the game a little bit more. And I think that would be the case for a lot of people. But I believe the money that someone who's, you know, who goes as a whale, and I'm talking about the people that have a lot of money, I feel like 2K values those players most when it comes to the My Faction mode, because what they spend on a game, they're not going to get out of an average player. So in their heads, in their, you know, business model, why are we going to appeal to all of these players who don't spend money when we can get that one person who spends a lot of money? And I can tell you guys, there's a lot of that one person out there that is going to spend a lot of money to get these cards. I don't agree with these cards being so expensive because at the end of the day, they're just an attire that we cannot even get, you know, in the creation suite. So that's probably one of the problems that I have with this mode. If we can go and you know, get this mode to allow us to edit these characters because we already own them, and, you know, take them into the creation suite and let us do different things with them, I think that a lot of more people would enjoy, you know, this more than, you know, the people that enjoy this right now. I feel like that's another problem for me. I had Roman with the tracksuit. I can't do anything else but play with that Roman. I can't change anything. Can't change the color of his tracksuit. Can't do any of that. Even if it was limited options, allow us to be able to make that attire into something else and allow us to customize that attire into something that we would like. I think that's one of the issues here as well, and I've spoke about it in the past. I would honestly love to see something like that, you know, added into the game, and I think a lot of My Faction heads and creation suite heads would love something like this. One of the problems that I do have with this mode is the fact that we do all this grinding, people spend money, and you have, you know, quick play, which, you know, gives you just a quick match objective. Hey, do this. And then you have ranked play, which kind of forces you to do one type of match. I would love to see, you know, a actual just mode come around where, you know, you can play with your friends, play a friend. Why is that not in here? Allow us to do whatever type of match we want and match with somebody else who wants to do that type of match. I don't understand why quick play has to be, you know, like this, where it chooses what type of match you're going to play for the next, you know, week. And again, online servers, they're unplayable. I feel like them boosting online servers, if that is something that does happen, you know, this upcoming year, I feel like that would help this mode a lot, and it would benefit from a server boost a lot, because people that grind this game, I'm sure all of you guys don't want to just play offline content and just grind for cards. I would love to be able to take my cards online and play. NBA 2K has a level 40. Madden has a level mode. Why is it, you know, that we can get something like that in WWE 2K25? You know what I mean? Why isn't we can't get a levels mode, a levels program where we can grind for a level 40 card, and it's a huge card? You know, that would probably keep more people intrigued and engaged in whatever they got going on in the mode. We want, you know, more just modes in this game mode itself. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we have is very repetitive. Live events, you know, it is what it is. It's cool or whatnot, but then you also have proving grounds, which to me is repetitive. Faction wars was one of the best modes that they had this year, and I feel like they dropped the ball a little bit because they did not upgrade this mode as much as they probably should have. Now, I mean, now it's a little bit different. You know, they have opals and all types of stuff in here, diamonds, but even then it took them so long to upgrade these cards that I think a lot of people had a little bit of even frustration with what was going on in the mode, because this to me was the best mode. I did not leave this mode when my faction first dropped, and this is probably something that I will be talking about and touching on when 2K25 makes its drop. But I figured, man, we got to talk about how can they improve this mode, how can they get people back on this mode, because I feel like this mode has some potential, but it definitely needs to improve in the big parts, you know. And for the love of God, if you're gonna make us spend money, all right, fine, let us spend money, but up those odds, man. If you're gonna keep these prices the way they are, there's no reason why I should be spending 50, 100 bucks and the odds are just super low and it's hard for me to pull a card. I think that that's not fair neither to the consumer. Hopefully we want to see things like this improve, man. You know, unfortunately, this is what the cards were dealt. This is what we're dealt, man. But personally, man, I would love to see something like that, you know, be focused on and worked on for sure. And before we get out of here, guys, I want to remind you that we do have a SeatGeek code, and it is JustBryan. It will get you $20 off your purchase, whatever you're trying to do, any show. It don't matter. If you're trying to go to SmackDown, Raw, WrestleMania, whatever it is, whatever ticket you are buying, you will be getting $20 off your first purchase using code JustBryan on SeatGeek. If you guys want to see ways to fix universe mode and changes that we can hopefully expect this upcoming year, make sure to go on ahead and check that video out. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy this video, and make sure to stay tuned for the next one. Let me know down below what you would like to see next for content on this channel. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace.